Okay. Hello. We're here to present on the topic ASIC versus Adler, and these are my group members, uh, Susan and Suez. Now, moving on to the topic, first I'm going to discuss about the ASIC, which is Australian Securities and Investment Commission. Is one of the Commonwealth government body that regulates on the corporate and financial market of the Australia. It is established on 1st of July 1998, and the purpose of the ASIC is to control and improve the performance of the financial market and the financial products so the market could perform effectively. Now, moving on to the next topic, the directors and the duties. Basically, directors are those responsible person who is designated to lead the important projects and plans of the company. This person is responsible to manage and control and direct the company, and also regulate and guide the operational activities as well as the policy of the company. Director must perform their various duties, and failure to perform the duties may face various punishment. Normally, according to the Corporation Act 2001, the director's duties may include number one, to act in good faith, honest, and in best interest of the company. Number two, to avoid the conflicts and dispute between the interests of the company and the interests of the directors. Number three, to exercise care and diligence and to prevent the company trading while it is unable to pay its liability. And finally, the next point is to report the liquidator on the affairs of the company and help the if company is in liquidation state. Now, moving on to the next topic, HIS Insurance, which is the company established by the Michael Penny in 1968. Later, the company was acquired by the British Insurance Company in 1971 and renamed as the CE Health Insurance Holdings. This company was partially listed on Australian Stock Exchange in 1992. The company later merged with the Swiss company in 1995 and renamed as HIH Winterthur. The company later expanded in the American and British market as well. It finally fully went public in 1998. Soon after this, the company acquired the British insurance company, War Marine and General Insurance Company, and the Australian FAI Insurance Company. Shortly after the acquisition of FAI Company, the HIS began to incur the loss. This company was the second largest insurance company in Australia before the collapse, which covered the several insurance coverage like public and private liability, worker compensation, and general and commercial insurance. Now, the rest of the part will talk about.
Okay, moving on, I'll be discussing about the breach of director's duty. There are different breaches done here. The first one is duty to act with care and diligence. That's section 180. The second breach is duty to act in good faith, to act in the best interest of the company and not for self-interest. That's section 181. The other one is duty to avoid conflicts of interest and not to misuse position. That's 182. Moving further, duty not to trade while the company is insolvent, and duty not to use information asymmetry by directors as an advantage while keeping the company behind of all its goals. That's 183. and the breach done by elders, that's disseminating information internationally knowing it was false, obtaining money by false or misleading statements, internationally dishonest, and failing to discharge his duty as a director in good faith and in the best interest of the company. And the civil penalty that was held for them was, Elder was removed for being director of a company for 20 years and was charged with monetary penalty of $450,000. Elder has to pay a payment of $7,986,402 to HIH company. William was banned for 10 years from being director, and William was charged with penalty of $2.5 million. On the criminal, and that was the civil penalty. And now moving on to criminal penalty. Elder was sentenced on 14 April 2005 to 4.5 years in jail with a non-parole period of 2.5 years. Now the other part will be explained by my friend Suresh.
Hello.
Thank you.
ASIC versus Elder case 2002. According to ASIC versus Elder, which was released on June 2002, Rondi Elder, the non-executive director of HIH in 2002, was charged for breaching his duty. This is a serious case in the history of Australian finance. Rondi has breached his duty, so he was sentenced for both civil and criminal penalty. Adler's jail sentence came after pleading guilty on 16 February 2005, which include 1 for obtaining money by false statement, for being intentionally dishonest and failing to discharge his duty as a director in good faith and in the best interest of the company, for disseminating information intentionally knowing it was false. In conclusion, I'd like to suggest Adler that he has performed his duty with good faith and without any intention of fraud, then HIH Insurance Company will be still on Australian history with a huge success. Moreover, I'd like to suggest HIH Insurance, if there would be a good corporate governance and strong updated internal system, then there would not be any breach of their duty. In this case, director breaches his duty and make the fraud with an intention, so he is liable for civil and criminal law according to the situation of the case. Thank you.
My name is Bhumbe Pal, and today I am going to present on the topic the events that leads to the failure of HIH Insurance Company. FAI Insurance, which is the largest Australian insurance company that was acquired by HIH Insurance in 1999, and Rudy Adler became the director of HIH Insurance. Adler gets $10 million from the Williams and Cordera from HIH subsidiary in June 2000. That was intended to invest in personal shareholding, though it was stated that it was to help HIH share price. On September 2000, the share was sold, bearing the loss of $2 million. Similarly, on 2001, HIH was placed into the provisional liquidation. Further, on December 2001, the HIH's financial statement was overdue in Australia. Thank you. Now I would like to call my friend Prada Shrestha for further presentation.
Hi, myself Prada Shrestha. The main reason behind the collapse of HIH. And the main points regarding the failure of HIH is due to the poor corporate governance and the failure in quick development. From the financial perspective, the main reason that causes HIH into liquidation position is due to inability of the company to pay the claim of insurance policyholders and other debts as they fell due. Apart from this, another vital reason is insufficient research in auditing and the careless management, which also includes the lack of genuine reports. As a result, HIH made a continuous losses for several successive periods on underwriting, and combination of these reckless investments and management system finally exhausts the financial resources of group, and liquidation is unavoidable logical result of HIH. And the damage of this HIH is considered to be the largest corporate collapse in Australia's history. Thank you. Now for the further presentation, I would like to call my friend.